Hey, see that big blimp? What's the Brotherhood of Steel? Why are they here?
Everyone in this city's always jumping at shadows. Chill out is what I say.
Polly.
Leave me alone.
Solomon.
Gotta accept life on its terms, you know? Something bad happens, just say yes to it.
Doctor?
This better be an emergency.
Do you know anything about this receipt?
Please. I really don't have time to deal with complaints or refunds right now. Dr. Crocker handles those questions. Now, I must insist we talk about your medical needs.
Not right now.
Very well.
Hey, Doc.
Radiation poisoning is a common ailment, but we can cure just about anything.
Where is Doc Crocker?
I'm a doctor, not a secretary. I'm sure he'll be around eventually. Now, let's get back to talking about your medical needs.
Not now.
Fine.
I want to be left alone.
Hey, Valentine.
Where's your son? What happened?
Where do you want me to start? The part where Kellogg turned out to be working for the Institute? Or the part where he told me they have Sean?
The Institute? Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things considerably more complicated.
He ain't kidding. Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in.
No synth does. Security protocols strip those memories out.
No, Mr. Metal for Hands doesn't know how to get back to the factory.
No, I skipped that part of the orientation film while they were busy pulling me apart and putting me back together again. Look, the sad thing is, I have no idea.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is, or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
Whatever you're thinking, it doesn't matter. He's dead.
Yeah. Figures the Institute's only man on the outside wouldn't be the type to be taken alive.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
Doesn't matter what he knew. I'd kill him again in a heartbeat.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Goodneighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
Who's this Dr. Amari?
I'll let her give you her life story in person. Let's stay focused. Guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... Who's coming with you?
I have to go to the memory den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Omari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
How about a bit of good news? If you know, haven't already seen it, which I did, so I know it's true and not just something I overheard.
Get hit in the head? I can relate.
Nick Valentine is back in town.
It's you and me, Nick.
Let's get going. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Well, you two are out. I'm gonna do some more research. I'll be at the public if you
Glad
need
you're
me.
back, Nick. Even though we never really talk. Like, ever.
Even good people do crazy things when they're scared.
Hi. There.
Travis.
Hey. I mean. Hi. Again. Hi. Hi.
What's that?
Hey.
What's... the plan?
No, it was good.
What?
Water.
Mm-hmm.
Water is nice. Alright, Jay, I think I can cause 6k damage in my SU-100.
No,
What do you mean?
you trash.
I don't even have the hard-hitting gun.
Really?
I'm not talking about the 100Y, I'm talking about the 100. Because I'm grinding
That one has
shit
decent
out.
armor, don't it?
It do, it's troll armor because it's sloped at that angle, so if you're looking down on them slightly, it's game over. I'm just kidding, but hey, it's +2, so there's definitely 6,000 hit points out there. But, you know,
If you're gonna be able to get those
going
6,000
rolling
here.
180,
Mm-hmm.
so not even 200 every time.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be rough. It's
Isn't
possible,
it?
but it's gonna be rough.
You have to have the game of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Your rates on the enemy team have to be retarded.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Playing hide and seek.
I love when I go into VATS and all 3 shots shoot right above the fucking head.
Yeah. Done 500 damage to tier 8. He shot me twice and I'm almost dead.
Yeah. Don't you love the game?
Sweet.
My tier 6 meteor wouldn't kill himself. Got himself killed, I should say.
Damn, my computer's lagging. What the fuck? I'm actually lagging playing this game. time for the scripted intro to enter in Good Neighbor for the first time. Yay. Tough guy, huh? We got a tough guy, dude.
I love doing so much damage to a Tyrion, and he can just live. No amount of angling I can do will stop him from penetrating me.
We're hiring.
And he's shooting standard ammo.
Measure up.
And my fucking TD friends behind me are kind of fucking retarded.
Unless it's keep dumb assholes away from me insurance. I'm not interested.
Now don't be like that. I think you're gonna like what I have on offer. You hand over everything you got in their pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
Nick Valentine makes a rare visit to town. Harassing his friend here with that extortion crap. Good to see you again, Nick.
Hancock, what do you care? He ain't one of us.
No love for you, Finn. I said let him go.
Soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us.
Can you not?
One day, there'll be a big day.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something. Why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here.
Fucking love Hancock.
I'm fine. Thanks for taking care of it.
Good. Now don't let this incident taint your view of our little community. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Yeah, I feel you.
Good. You stay cool, and you'll be part of the neighborhood. So long as you remember who's in charge.
Hey,
Hey, let me ask you something.
is something wrong?
Well, I sort of had the same question. It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Huh. You're a tougher nut than I thought. Tougher than I was. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. Folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Why would you want to live among bigots like that?
Now, I couldn't really blame them, given the circumstances. But folks sure started turning the other cheek when I showed up with the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
You took down 4 guys by yourself?
Well, I didn't have to. Back then, synths were even more of an unknown quantity than they are today. I told them I was rigged to explode and started going beep, beep, beep. Hardest part of that rescue was keeping from laughing as they climbed over each other to get away.
Was it hard settling in?
Yeah, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb? Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Synth, but it was Nick the Detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
Well,
Here's 6 in a +2 game,
everything
and I
here
was
is guaranteed to
5th on my
remain
team.
or
Nice.
kill at your discretion.
Damage and experience-wise, because I fucked their Brigido, who apparently farmed my entire team.
Who? What are you?
I'm a woman, baby. Can't you tell?
S100's kind of cheese,
like a woman,
even if you
yes.
don't have the
Bruh.
400 hitting you up.
I swear to God, you only talk when I'm talking to people.
Shit happens.
Like, literally, I could be, like, not in a... Like, just wandering the waste for an hour and a half. The second I talk to somebody, you just have an entire story to tell. I'm like, okay.
I've got a few minutes.
A gun for every occasion.
I hate how complicated some of the names of weapons can be in this game.
Yeah.
Because you got your quick, high-capacity hardened pipe auto pistol, your recoil compensated powerful submachine gun, and, like, they're basically, like, a lot of the things are the exact same gun, but they have different mods on them, so it changes the name, like, entirely, and it makes them
makes sense.
unnecessary, like, night vision hardened pipe revolver sniper rifle.
It makes it.
Like,
It describes exactly what it does.
I know it describes it, but fuck, it's annoying, dude.
No, you gotta be Pacific, brother.
Ooh. Damn, 16,000 caps.
Can I sneak up here real quick?
Nah, fucking...
Be a... Oh, 225. It's okay. There's so many already. There's no way they shoot at me here.
Oh, yeah. The second you say that, the second they all aim at you.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
You already shot at me.
Amari's downstairs. Big flirt.
Alright, I'm gonna be going into, like, a really, like, important story thing.
Yeah,
So
I'll be
unless
quiet.
I say unless the, like, world is ending, I would prefer you didn't say anything. Like,
Yeah.
unless you get, like, you ace the entire team.
Yeah.
Dr. Amari?
Yes, I take it this isn't a social.
This one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
I mean, technically, the corpse was defiled already.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Could you say that like Dr. Frankenstein? Ego, fetch me the brain. No?
No, I will not. Now, do you have it?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Yeah, the 744s can suck my dick.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
So the brain is still good, right?
Possibly. There's no sign of decay, so the tech is probably preserving the tissue, injecting some kind of compound to keep it stable. But there's no way to access the memories inside without a compatible port.
You're talking about me, right? I'm an old synth. If the Institute built me out of similar parts, we might have an in.
There could be long-term side effects. I don't know where to even begin with listing the risks.
Don't bother. I don't need to hear them. Plug me in, Doc.
You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. But we got a missing kid on the line. That's worth the risk.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
A lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
How do you lock memories?
The implant is encoding all the mnemonic activity in the hippocampus. Think of it like computer encryption, and we don't have the password. Let's see. A single mind wouldn't be able to crack it. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. It doesn't matter now, though.
California Republic. I'm sure that's gonna take some getting used to for a lot of them.
What? What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah. You've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got it.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here. No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Piper's really done it this time. I mean, I'm not saying she's right, but Mayor,
This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Next time I have to watch someone's life story, I want popcorn.
Well, if you're cognizant enough to joke, I think we can safely say that you're out of critical condition. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
There's more than one person who knows about the Institute. Virgil, that scientist who escaped.
I didn't know Institute scientists could defect. This changes everything. He could answer all sorts of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That can't be right. No one would risk going there, not even to hide.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak. A way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
Oh no, I'm not going there. That's crazy.
And plunging into a dead man's memory wasn't crazy? You've already done the impossible. Who's to say God won't let you do it again? Look, think it over if you have to, but it's the only path I can offer. Through the glowing sea to Virgil. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
You want to try for round 2? Let's go!
What? What are you talking about?
Wait. Were you just playing a joke on me?
I guess that's for you to wonder and for me and Kellogg's memories to know for sure. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
Big deal's over.
Alright.
Of course, the second I unmute my mic, I got a cough.
Yeah.
Now I know you all are doing your own thing, but I don't want anyone here to forget what matters. Hey, Daisy, glad you. How's my favorite? Didn't I see you Nowski the other day?
He wishes.
all right. Getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters? We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart. You feel me? Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock. Now, what out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
The Institute and their sins.
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later. You got yourselves.
Nice.
The Institute. They're the
You're
real
welcome. I know you wanted that.
Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that hardhead. Let's stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do.
Pardon me, I'm
When
sorry.
family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute? Not us! And which town in the
Man, I'm trying to listen to two conversations at the same time, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
charge of good neighbor?
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not buying that we come in peace malarkey.
Hancock says newcomers are welcome in the third rail. Go on in.
What? Another one of you mercs looking for McCready? He's in the back room.
God, I love this song.
We got beer. You ain't buying beer, you ain't buying.
Come on inside.
Yo, do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
Name rings a bell. Kind of balmy. Haven't seen her in a while, though. Try Magnolia. She likes to make friends with people. She might know more about this missing bird. Magnolia! This guy wants a word.
Excuse me, miss.
What's the matter, handsome? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
I love the song. It was perfect.
Ah, there ain't nothing like real jazz.
Oh, well, thank you. A girl tries her best. Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? Don't tell me. Let me guess. Ah, of course. It's those powerful muscles of yours. My, I could get used to looking at those. So what brings a man like you to my part of town?
Oh, I woke up here. Just me, my underwear, and regret.
That sounds like the beginning of a great song. I think you and I are gonna get along. So it's my turn to answer questions, right? What can I do for you?
Do you know Imogene Cabot?
Imogene? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Were you a friend of hers?
She's missing, and her family's worried about her.
Well, I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. She seems like a body that could use looking after.
I just need to know where she is.
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Imogene, she latched on to him for some reason. I don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible. Pam?
Yes.
You come over here a minute?
I don't know.
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
No. This fine gentleman here was just looking for Imogene. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas?
Yes, that's right. The one Imogene was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Well, thanks, honey. You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Imogene's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella. Something I can do for you, handsome?
I wouldn't mind hearing a different song.
A good musician listens to her audience. How about this one?
Order up, or forever hold your damn mouth shut.
Sweet Pip-Boy, brother. You hold on to that.
Like an earthquake starting to roll, I felt my world shake. Out of control, like a world war starting to brew. Baby, it's just you. Like a cyclone, wild and extreme. Got my mind.
Can't wait to get like a copyright strike for listening to the in-game music.
Right. There's nothing like that is allowed.
Man, I got demonetized on one of these videos because a radio in passing was playing a copywritten song.
That's hilarious.
And so, for like 2 minutes, because it was in the background, like you could barely hear it. But the YouTube algorithm could hear it. So.
I love +1, -1.
Isn't it fair and balanced?
Oh yes, it doesn't just mean one team is going to melt.
Help me, rescue my heart. Save me from falling apart. Take me, baby, I'm sure you got the power, you got the cure.
Not now.
Suit yourself, asshole.
Cloud in the sky, I felt my world start waving goodbye, radiating through and through. Baby, it's just you, radiating through and through. Oh, baby, it's just, baby, it's just, baby, it's just you.
I toss out the troublemakers. You keep that in mind.
God, you catch the plates on that?
Oh wow, that's cool, game. Show me the alien crashing while I'm in the city and can't fucking see it.
Yeah.
Fucking A. What the fuck is that? Oh, fuck. That's what the fuck is that? The one there's like only a minute area covered by skyscrapers, and I was in it, and it's like, hey, yeah, you're gonna get that plane alien crash now. Fucking bitch. Well, I guess let's see if it responds to these assholes. Would you look at that? It did.
Very nice.
I already killed you, my friend.
We're always glad to see a new face around here.
I think I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'll be back in a sec.
Bitch.
All
Alright,
about
see ya.
our movement and how you can be a part of it.
I'm looking for Emma Jean Cabot.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Emma Jean is indisposed right now. She's not seeing visitors.
I'm not leaving without seeing her.
You can't see her. She, can't come out of her room right now. Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is. She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
You're not holding her prisoner, are you?
No, she's not a prisoner. She's just locked in her room until she calms down. She was acting crazy, threatening to run off. You know how women can get.
I killed the last guy who was running this scam, in case that matters to you.
You really think that's the best way to play this?
You picked the wrong guy to mess with, pal.
Just respawned the one asshole and left everyone else dead.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit younger.
How rude. Don't you know to never mention a lady's age? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It really isn't any of your business. And I know it was Jack who sent you. He's always trying to control me.
It wasn't Jack. It was your mother who wanted you found.
I'm fine, as you can see. I was just waiting to see if Thomas would come to his senses. But since you've already gone to all this trouble, I may as well leave now. I was bored with Thomas anyway. He seemed so interesting at first. But after we got here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
I hope you weren't too attached to Thomas.
I was done with him, and he shouldn't have locked me in here. Oh, I'm not going with you. You can tell Mother I'll be along home before too long. I just need a drink first.
days, you!
Are you there? Edward! Edward! Edward,
place is more
switch
a
over to
museum
the
than
Hartley
home.
modulator. Do you copy?
now. How's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that... For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there. Sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get...
Hello? Edward? Come in. Edward! There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's happening, Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
Oh. What do you want?
What's going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
I found Emma Jean. She's fine.
Oh, yes, good.
Thank God. At least one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here. I hope that's the right amount. Now, we really need to focus on the current emergency.
How can you be so callous about your sister's safety?
I wonder if these could be the same raiders that stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
What exactly does this serum do?
There's no time for that right now. I'll explain on the way. Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
Got it.
Good. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful. And try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Imogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go.
I don't need anything right now, thank you.
Yeah, so long as you're carrying it.
Just follow me. Ready? Let's go. You should know what we're going to be dealing with. My father is confined in Parsons. For his own safety and everyone else's. He became dangerously unstable after handling an ancient artifact he found in Arabia. I've spent my life trying to figure out how to cure him. The artifact that's made Lorenzo so dangerous. I'm sure his psychosis would be cured if it could be removed. But so
I
far,
hate that this
all my
motherfucker's
attempts have
sprinting
failed.
is slower than my sprinting, but it's faster than my walking. Like, why do they gotta design shit like this?
Sorry, I didn't have my headset on. What'd you say?
Bruh. Okay, I said I hate that this motherfucker that I'm following, his running speed is slower than my running speed. But it's way faster than, like, my walking speed, so I have to, like...
That's stupid.
Feather my sprinting.
Yeah.
Like...
Good fun.
If I had the chance, I would gladly give it all up to have my father back. Even for a short
That's some good soup. Broccoli cheddar. And know what I do?
No.
I learned this in Bennett.
Mm-hmm.
Take the soup, you put croutons in it.
Gross.
What do you mean gross?
I don't know. I don't like broccoli. Shit's cringe.
Okay, then you can do the same thing with cheddar potato soup. You
Hey.
put croutons in it, so you get some crunch, and they like soak up some of the juice, so it's like amazing. They're still crunchy, but
Looking for love,
it's like
sweetheart.
top tier.
Boy, have you come to the wrong place. My loving days have long since passed.
Just gonna be
But I'll
drinking
tell
from
you
the
what,
bottle tonight.
You made an old girl smile.
No need for
You're
mixed
fucking
drinks.
insane, dude.
You wanna do
What?
some
I could
trading?
never do that.
What do you mean? Drink from the bottle?
No.
Chamber did.
I've got
This
a
is
few minutes to
juice.
browse.
I got a little bit of everything.
No. Maybe that. Maybe. That's a hard maybe. Like, dude, I could never. I never been able to drink in the bottle.
No. I can sometimes. Depends on the drink. Literally, that dude, I got shivers from drinking that Jack drink you got.
Oh my god.
It was not good. It was just
Man, I hate having such shit charisma. Because everything's so fucking expensive.
Yeah, well, you should back.
Let's see what I can sell, actually. Fucking don't need these. Don't need those. Sell those just because money.
Money.
That's the thing. I trade all the shit that I never ever use.
Oh yeah.
Like I was getting the habit of like stockpiling so much like shit, and that is like not useful, and it just weighs me down.
Yeah.
Fuck. Plus I hate. It's like all the like shopping and shit is different than Vegas or New Vegas, and I'm just so used to playing that. I like sometimes suck up like keybinds while shopping and shit. Which I mean, that's on my but it's still I hate it. But the one thing I do like about this game is it doesn't break like really that bad.
Hey there.
You gotta help. My father's been kidnapped.
Oh, yeah.
That's it, because I love New Vegas, but I don't know. I didn't even do anything, but now it crashes like every 20 minutes I play it.
And of course.
It's okay. You just need to tell me what happened.
That's why I would be playing that, but it's like broken.
If I don't
So I'm
pay
just
up,
gonna play the fuck out of this until I really get the itch to play New Vegas again.
Right.
Don't worry. I'll get him back.
Thank you. Thank you. I didn't know what I was going to do. Just bring him back safe.
Oh, Cody invited me to a party.
Nice.
You looking to play some Rocket League?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of a game.
But later. Or like right, or after that.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.